My son handed Grandma a handmade card, and my nephew crushed it like a joke while the room laughed. That night, my aunt texted, "Don't come again, family only." I replied, "Then family can pay the mortgage alone." By morning, I had 53 missed calls. My kid had worked on that card all week. Glitter on my counters, crooked hearts, his little hands shaking with pride. In the car, he kept touching his pocket like it was a lucky charm. "Mom, she's gonna like it, right?" "Yeah," I said. "She will." Grandma's living room was loud and packed. My nephew was sprawled on the couch, smirking at his phone. My son still walked up, cleared his tiny throat, and held the card out with both hands. First, my nephew snatched it like it meant nothing. Next, he squeezed it slow, paper crackling inside his fist. Then he lifted it, showing off the ruin. After that, he barked, "Nobody wants this ugly stuff." Then the adults laughed, real laughs, like my kid was entertainment. Next, Grandma stayed quiet, eyes anywhere but him. And finally, my son's shoulders dropped, and he stared at the floor. I froze for one awful second. Then I picked my son up. "We're leaving," I said. Nobody stopped us. Nobody said sorry. In the car, my son whispered, "It's okay. I can make another one." That's when I decided I was done teaching him to swallow disrespect. After he fell asleep, I thought about the checks I'd been writing every month to keep Grandma's house afloat. No one thanked me. They just expected it. So I kept my reply simple. Then family can figure out the mortgage. The next day, everyone remembered my number. Grandma called 11 times. Cousins who ignored me for years were suddenly worried. My uncle left a voicemail in that calm, controlling voice. "We need to talk. There's been a misunderstanding." When I finally answered Grandma, she went straight to money. "Sweetheart, why would you say that about the mortgage? Why didn't you stop him?" I asked. "It was a joke. He's just a child. So is my son," I said. She cried. She said, "Family doesn't abandon family." I almost caved until I pictured my boy staring at that carpet, trying not to cry. "I'm done paying," I said. That's when the texts changed from pleading to blaming. Everyone's stressed. You know how he is. "Do you really want to be the reason Grandma loses the house?" I didn't argue. I made dinner. I helped with homework. I let the silence scare them. The next morning, my nephew's dad showed up with a bakery box, like sugar could erase cruelty. He walked into my kitchen and started talking over me. "Kids joke around. You're taking it too seriously." Then he smiled and said, "If your son wasn't so sensitive, this wouldn't have escalated." My kid patted in, looked up at him, and said, "You broke my card." "It was just paper, buddy," the man muttered. "No," my son said. "It was for Grandma." "And you laughed." I put my hand on my son's shoulder. "Go finish breakfast." Then I turned back. "Get out." An hour later, my email pinged from the bank. 6 months ago, the mortgage had been refinanced. My name was off it, but my payments were still coming in. They'd been taking my money while cutting me out of the paperwork. Then a second email. The bank was reviewing irregularities. That's why the calls were frantic. They weren't scared of losing me. They were scared of getting caught. My uncle called again, voice tight. "They want documentation. Just tell them you were helping voluntarily." "Why would I explain something I wasn't told about?" I asked. He paused. "We didn't think it mattered." I didn't go to their bank meeting. I walked my son to school instead. Halfway there, he asked, "Do you think Grandma was sad about my card?" I knelt down. "Grandma was sad because adults forgot how to be kind. That wasn't on you." That night, Grandma came over alone, eyes tired, hands shaking. "I failed your son," she said, "and I failed you." She apologized to him specific, no excuses. Then she pulled out the card, flattened and carefully taped. "I kept it," she whispered. "I'm sorry I waited so long to prove it mattered." After that, the family found solutions fast. The mortgage got fixed without my wallet. My aunt apologized for real. My nephew apologized to my son's face, and people stopped laughing at cruelty. I didn't destroy my family. I stopped funding their disrespect, and they finally learned the difference. What would you have done? Pay to keep the peace, or let consequences speak? Leave your honest take in the comments.